All right, I'm here with my friend Chris today, and Chris finished our Reverse Autoimmunity Now program back in June of 2019. And Chris, so tell us a little bit about what your experience was in the program.
Okay, so people have to listen because my paralyzed vocal cord. Um, my experience of the program was that it was super organized. It was easy to follow, and at the same time, it was very personal. I did the one-on-one program, which I really appreciated because we met every week. So it kept me on track. And then you really explained everything. And then you were professional. Like I got all the details the next day so I could read them again because I forgot. And when we started, I was very brain fogged. So I had a very hard time. I had to ask a couple of times, like, vitamin, where did you say that was? And you never got upset. You were always helpful. So that's really was great. Because it was slow going.
Because I remember having that brain fog. I remember how hard it was. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of that
Awesome.
today. Yeah. So
Awesome.
I think I'm still working the program with the things that I learned from you. In particular, before the program, I had kind of stopped taking supplements. I didn't really know which ones to take. I took a multivitamin or just one supplement for circulation, but I didn't have like a targeted approach. And when we worked together, you sort of explained why you offered the gut protocol and exactly what each supplement was going to do and each detox protocol. So I knew exactly why I was taking them for how long. And I felt I definitely needed the coaching to get through it because you have to figure out how many times a day and it doesn't work right away and you give us tips. And so, and also you taught us that, it's not just you'll go through it once, that, I'll do it once and then I might do the gut protocol again. Also, I thought what was very great was I don't live in the US, but you helped me find the vitamins in Europe. And I had to get different tests, and you researched them for me. And we emailed back and forth. And, oh, this vitamin is better. It doesn't have fillers. And there's no way I could have done that on my own. So I got connected to good sources of vitamins that were local for me. So that was great.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, so what are the different results that you've been able to have so far?
So, mental clarity is definitely one of them. I started to feel more energetic, just overall more like happy in general, just easier. Things got easier. It starts with, you have us drinking in the morning, introducing greens and fibers and fats. I think also learning to have enough fats, exactly, because it was from the talking about the food journals, like not eating enough and then cheating because you don't actually eat enough. So even like today, I kind of think about that. Oh, I'm hungry. I didn't eat enough fats. So that's why. And then doing the additional testing and learning about different sensitivities, like for my genes, this oxalate. So I was eating too much spinach, too much avocado. I thought that was healthy, but actually based on our testing, the genes, then I found out it wasn't. And I was a little hesitant because you have to weigh how much each test costs. But you were very good at encouraging and explaining the benefits of each test and letting us to chip away at them one by one. So not having to do everything at once, which is financially overwhelming. So
Yes.
it is time. Yeah. So I think I have sort of an organized way to work with supplementation. I have an organized way to get in natural vegetables and food in a balanced meal plan. And I kind of have a long-term plan, and I look forward to go back to more coaching. I just took a pause due to do other things at the moment. Yeah. So
Awesome. And that's the beauty of getting well, is that if we get real busy doing something else, it's not like we're going to go all the way backwards. We just need to continue working on what we know to do. And then,
right.
when we're ready to make that next step, then we take the next step, right? And everybody's a little bit different, right? Some people want to learn it all real fast and then they're, go, go, go. And then some people are like, no, wait a minute, I'm way too sick for that. I need to take it slower than that. And a little step here, a little step there, a little step here. And it all works no matter how we do it. It all works, right? As long as we're moving forward to lower that inflammation rather than, continuing to eat Pop-Tarts and things that raise our inflammation, right? So.
No, absolutely. And I mean, I love that you can meet everybody where they are. So like I was a very science-based. Part of the reason I really liked your profile was because you were doing this doctorate in autoimmune. Then you had your own personal experience with it and you recovered. So it was like all the things. And then when you gave us the reports, it was so structured, just like a scientist. This is how you do it. These are the references. These are videos you can watch. It was all very organized and I could take it at my pace. And also I could be as intense as I wanted with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I add in that afterwards I got to join the group. You offered a group and that was really, really helpful to me to be with other people on the protocol and just getting encouragement and staying in contact with them. And so that was an extra benefit that I'm still keeping up. And I think it's really, because everybody in the world is not supportive when you're talking about, well, I'm not eating gluten. I don't eat dairy. I eat vegan when I'm out, paleo at home. They're like, oh my God. So the group knows that like, this is what we do for our health and we know exactly why.
Yeah, and that really is true. It makes a big difference having people around us who are supporting us and just, loving us and taking us by the hand and, oh, I feel like cheating today. Well, why do you feel like cheating? Why don't you grab your smoothie and drink your smoothie instead? And then all of a sudden your neurochemicals get fixed and, oh, now I don't feel like cheating anymore. Now I don't, now I don't have a problem. But if you're just sitting there trying to do that by yourself, that's really hard. But if you've got a group of people and we're all in this together, we're all working our program together, right? It just provides that community, and I love that. I think that's the very best program is when people do it in the group. They get so much out of it.
Yeah, no, it's great. I just think that somebody shared cauliflower Thanksgiving stuffing. And I was like, what am I going to do with Thanksgiving? And boom, there was the answer. Yes.
There it was.
And I served it and everybody loved it. Nobody missed any gluten.
Oh.
So there you go. And I didn't spend any time looking, just the group shared it and there it was. So it was great. So it was very useful, I think, the community and working together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would just say that I got diagnosed with scleroderma in 2012, and functional medicine was fairly new in terms of like being widely talked on at Facebook. And then you started to see a bit more with Tom O'Brien's series that you share. And then coaches, but they were really expensive and private. And so I couldn't really afford to get involved. And I spent a lot of time trying to do it piecemeal, finally moving from this plan to the next. And like, if I could have found your program and I could afford it, it was worth it because, it was reasonable. And I jumped me leaps and bounds. Particularly, I had already done research, but like, you know, I try to tell people this is worth saving you the time, because I spent quite a few years reading this blog, following that, researching this, reading that paper, which you can definitely do. It's just, you could be getting well. And that's what I think when I think about what tests can I buy next that will improve me getting well, because the time saving I can actually use earning money doing something else. So I would just encourage people to, you know, they can look at your credentials, they can see how you worked and the testimonials, and they will definitely get value for money, for sure. So
Awesome.
my
That's my mission.
personal opinion, yes, exactly. And that's also very reassuring. I think everybody started with that mission, perhaps, but they grew so big. And you have that in your heart. And we see that really clearly, all of us who work with you. So we really do appreciate it. I know I do. Thanks, Dory.
Okay, now you guys are going to make me cry.
Okay. So
Thank you, Chris.
you
That it
keep
really
us
does mean a lot.
posted.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'll look forward to hear, you know, about the new people's journey. So,
Awesome. Awesome.
all right. So I'll
Well,
sign off.
thank you.
Yeah. And
Have a
let's
great
keep in
day.
touch. You too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Talk
Speak to
soon.
you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.